Welcome to ASTRALX, illuminating your cosmic path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist, and with me is Lunaria Celine, our intuitive guide.
Hello.
Today we're embarking on a personalized deep dive into the astrological forecast.
Okay.
Specifically for men with a Sagittarius rising and a Gemini sun in 2025. We've gathered insights from all over the astrological spectrum to illuminate what this celestial combination might hold for you in the coming year.
In a coming year.
Our mission is to really unpack this unique blend of energies.
Yes.
Offering guidance whether you're focused on relationships, your professional path, or your own inner evolution.
I love it.
So for you, understanding this dance between the freedom-loving archer that you project and the quick-witted, curious twins within offers a potent lens to view the opportunities and potential growth points of 2025.
Yes, absolutely.
What does it truly mean to present yourself to the world with such enthusiasm and a deep need for independence, while your inner landscape is this vibrant hub of intellectual exploration?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Let's illuminate that.
Let's do it.
First impressions often set the stage.
Right.
And with Sagittarius rising, you likely enter a room with an open heart and a palpable zest for life. People probably pick up on that energetic and optimistic aura immediately.
They do.
Some astrological perspectives even suggest a naturally athletic build and an engaging smile that draws others in.
Okay.
This outward expression, rooted in Jupiter's expansive influence over Sagittarius, tends to make you quite magnetic.
I can see that.
Now, how does that initial vibrancy connect to that core theme of Sagittarius rising?
Right.
A profound need for freedom and autonomy.
Yes.
Particularly in close relationships.
Okay, well, that's fascinating. Right, so you have that outward Jupiter-ruled Sagittarian energy that is so expansive and optimistic and loves to connect with people.
But then there's this piece of Sagittarius that really needs its freedom.
Right.
This might resonate if you've ever felt hesitant toward deep commitment, maybe valuing open horizons and the allure of new experiences.
Right.
This ascendant sign truly fuels that inner yearning for travel and the pursuit of higher learning.
Yes.
Almost painting you as a lifelong seeker on a personal journey of expansion and understanding.
So we have this fiery enthusiasm, which is a strength, but could it sometimes lead to maybe acting before fully thinking things through or a touch of impatience? And that inherent optimism, while generally a wonderful quality, could it occasionally result in taking on more than is realistically sustainable?
Yeah, those are great questions to consider. So astrological insights definitely suggest that this fiery Sagittarian energy can sometimes manifest as impulsivity and a potential challenge with patience.
And while that optimistic outlook is often a magnet for opportunity, it might occasionally lead to overextending yourself. Furthermore, that direct Sagittarian honesty, while often appreciated for its straightforwardness, could at times be perceived as blunt or lacking tact in your interactions.
Interesting.
And in relationships, that fundamental need for freedom is consistently highlighted as a potential obstacle in forming lasting bonds, as feeling constrained or boxed in simply doesn't align with your core nature.
Now let's turn our gaze inward to your Gemini sun. Beneath that adventurous exterior, there's this whole intricate world of thoughts and ideas constantly in motions, right?
Totally.
It sounds like your mind is a perpetual hub of activity.
So true. So beneath that outwardly adventurous presentation lies this intricate and dynamic inner world illuminated by your Gemini sun. This placement truly underscores your sharp intellect. That inexhaustible wellspring of curiosity, your remarkable adaptability, and a natural gift for communication, often delivered with a quick and engaging wit. Your mind is constantly active, gracefully leaping between concepts and exploring a vast array of subjects with genuine enthusiasm.
Now, the symbol for Gemini, the twins, really speaks to that dual nature, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How might that duality express itself in your inner experience?
So that's really interesting to consider, right? That core aspect of your Gemini sun. like dualistic essence embodied by the twins, can manifest in fascinating ways. On one hand, it gifts you with remarkable versatility and the capacity to see multiple facets of any given situation. You can readily shift your perspective and appreciate diverse viewpoints. However, this duality can also sometimes lead to moments of indecisiveness or even subtle shifts in your emotional landscape.
Interesting.
That inherent adaptability truly fuels a constant desire to gather understanding from as many different angles as possible.
With such an active and versatile mind, communication must be a natural strength.
It is. You're so right.
For you.
Your Gemini sun endows you with a natural talent for communication and a genuine delight in engaging in conversation. You're likely a highly skilled conversationalist, able to articulate your thoughts and ideas with clarity. And that characteristic Gemini sparkle, boredom, is likely not a frequent companion, as you're constantly seeking new information and mental stimulation to keep that agile mind engaged. This innate sociability likely facilitates connections with others and allows you to thrive in various social settings.
But with all that mental energy and those diverse interests swirling within, are there any potential shadows or challenges associated with that dynamic inner world?
That's a great question, right? Because like anything, every strength also has a shadow side. Astrological insights suggest that indecisiveness and a feeling of restlessness can be familiar sensations for those with a Gemini sun. Your many passions, while enriching, can sometimes make it challenging to fully commit to a singular path or make definitive choices. You might also find yourself needing that constant influx of novelty to maintain engagement, which could occasionally be misconstrued as fickleness, whether in relationships or career pursuits. There's also the potential for your broad base of knowledge to be quite extensive, yet perhaps lacking deep, specialized understanding in every single area. That classic idea of being a jack of all trades.
Now let's explore how these two potent forces, that outward expression of Sagittarius rising and that inner world of Gemini sun, interact and influence each other. It sounds like there could be both beautiful synergy.
It really is. It's such a dynamic combination.
Now it has some points of friction.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head there as opposite signs on the zodiac wheel. Sagittarius and Gemini create a push-pull that can indeed lead to both internal tension and significant opportunities for profound personal growth. This often manifests that very tension you mentioned between your outward yearning for freedom and your inner need for connection. And also between your broader, more philosophical perspective and your tendency to analyze things with intricate detail. Learning to navigate these seemingly opposing forces will likely be a key theme for your journey in 2025.
But it's not all about navigating challenges, is it?
No, not at all.
Surely there's common ground.
Absolutely.
And shared strengths. Between the adventurous archer and the quick-witted twins.
There's so much synergy as well. Despite their inherent differences, these two signs share a fundamental love of learning and an unyielding curiosity for new experiences. This shared inquisitiveness can be a powerful driving force, fueling a dynamic and engaging approach to life. It can propel you to explore both the tangible world through travel and adventure and the intangible realm of ideas and knowledge with equal enthusiasm.
Interesting.
Your combined communication abilities are also a significant asset. Your Gemini sun provides that natural eloquence and intellectual agility, while your Sagittarius rising adds a philosophical depth and a natural flair for storytelling, potentially making you a truly captivating communicator.
So let's delve deeper into those potential friction points. Where might these tensions most likely arise in your life?
So that's important to consider, right? Where does this play out? Astrological perspectives suggest that your Sagittarius rising's natural inclination towards a holistic, big picture understanding might sometimes clash with your Gemini sun's tendency to focus on gathering numerous individual facts and details. This could manifest as an internal tug of war between trying to see the forest for the trees versus getting caught up in the intricate details of each leaf. Also, your Sagittarius rising's direct and sometimes blunt communication style might contrast with your Gemini sun's more nuanced and occasionally less direct approach.
Okay.
The Archer's straightforward honesty might not always align perfectly with the twins' intellectual detachment.
Interesting.
And in relationships, as we touched on earlier, both signs can present challenges related to commitment. The Sagittarius rising's fear of being constrained can be amplified by the Gemini sun's potential for seeking novelty and perhaps a degree of fickleness.
So 2025 appears to be a year of dynamic interplay.
It really is.
Let's explore some of the specific cosmic currents at play.
Yes, let's dive in.
What key planetary movements in 2025 should someone with this Sagittarius rising and Gemini sun be particularly aware of?
All right, well, first we have Jupiter. Jupiter will be gracing Gemini with its presence until mid-May. What's particularly insightful here is that this transit could truly amplify your innate optimism and your already strong thirst for knowledge, potentially fueling those adventurous pursuits so characteristic of your Sagittarius rising. And for your Gemini sun, it can enhance your intellect, sharpen your communication skills, and open up new avenues for connection and learning.
Interesting.
The overarching theme during this time is one of mental expansion and forging new connections.
That sounds like a wonderfully intellectually stimulating beginning to the year.
Yes, it is.
What happens as Jupiter shifts its celestial position?
So then, from June onwards, Jupiter will move into the nurturing waters of Cancer. This shift might bring a greater emphasis on your home, your family connections, and your sense of emotional security, which could feel like a different energetic focus.
Interesting.
Compares the outward drive we've discussed for your Gemini sun. This could gently guide your attention towards emotional well-being and domestic matters.
So an interesting shift in focus from the outward to the inward.
Exactly.
What about the steady influence of Saturn? Where will that be playing a significant role for you in 2025?
Well, Saturn's journey through the cosmos is also quite significant. Until late March, Saturn will be transiting your third house. This could bring certain challenges related to communication and your immediate environment, potentially requiring a more disciplined and focused approach in these areas, particularly for your Sagittarius rising, influencing how you interact in your daily exchanges. While the direct impact on your Gemini sun is more subtle, it would be wise to be mindful and deliberate in your communication style during this period. The central theme here is navigating challenges in your immediate surroundings and how you articulate your thoughts and ideas.
And then Saturn, too, makes a celestial move.
It does from late March onwards. Saturn will move into your fourth house for your Sagittarius rising. This shift brings a focus to your home. Any property-related matters and the very foundations of your emotional well-being. Potentially bringing increased responsibilities or a need to cultivate greater stability in these core areas of your life. Again, the impact on your Gemini sun is more indirect, but you might experience shifts in your living situation or your overall sense of home and belonging.
So we've explored the expansive influence of Jupiter and the structuring energy of Saturn.
Yes.
Are there any other notable planetary movements to keep in your awareness in 2025?
Definitely beginning in April. Saturn will also begin its transit through your 10th house. While this is a more indirect influence on your Sagittarius rising, you might observe the tangible results of past career efforts. This is a particularly significant period for your Gemini sun's professional development.
Interesting.
It often brings increased responsibilities, greater demands on your time and energy, and a need for meticulous planning and a disciplined approach to your career aspirations.
What about the planet of love and harmony, Venus?
Yes.
Does its celestial dance hold any particular significance?
Indeed it does. Venus will be retrograde in the fiery sign of Aries from March to April. This period may prompt a deeper reflection on your romantic needs and perhaps even a revisiting of past connections. This could have a more direct impact on your relationships.
Particularly for your Sagittarius rising, influencing your approach to partnerships and what you seek in a significant other. Your Gemini sun might also find itself reevaluating its relationship style and how it expresses affection during this time. The overarching theme is one of relationship review and a reevaluation of your needs and desires in love.
And finally, the planet of unexpected change, Uranus, makes a brief entry into Gemini. I understand.
It does.
What might that signify for you?
That's right. Uranus will briefly step into Gemini from July to November. This transit could usher in unexpected opportunities and shifts in how you communicate and learn, especially aligning with your Gemini sun's inherent nature. It has the potential to accelerate changes in technology and the very ways you connect with information and share your ideas.
So when we look at the overall celestial picture of 2025, what are some of the overarching themes that emerge?
For someone with this particular astrological signature.
Overall, 2025 truly emphasizes the importance of strategic planning, cultivating discipline, and above all, embracing adaptability. The latter half of the year holds significant potential for growth in both your relationships and your career, but it will likely require a conscious and concerted effort to find a harmonious balance between your personal ambition and the needs and expectations of those closest to you.
Now, let's focus our attention on specific areas of your life in 2025.
Yes, let's do it.
In the realm of love and relationships. What might someone with a Sagittarius rising and Gemini sun anticipate?
So in matters of the heart, the inherent dynamic between your Sagittarius rising's initial inclination towards a fear of constraint and your Gemini sun's deep-seated need for intellectual connection in a partner will likely be quite prominent. You might find yourself most drawn to partners who not only share your adventurous spirit and are open to exploring new horizons, but who also deeply engage you on an intellectual level, sparking your curiosity and offering stimulating conversation, valuing open and honest communication, and a shared passion for learning and exploration will be key in your romantic connections.
Interesting.
As astrological perspectives often highlight, Sagittarius risings often seek a partner with whom they can communicate openly and share interests, hobbies, and that strong desire for travel and shared experiences. That Venus retrograde period we discussed earlier could certainly prompt a deeper reflection on past relationships and your core needs in love, while Jupiter's move into Cancer from June might bring a greater focus on emotional security and the potential for cultivating deeper, more nurturing bonds within your close relationships.
That offers some valuable insights for navigating the landscape of love.
I hope so.
What about the realm of career and finances in 2025? What opportunities and potential challenges might arise there?
Professionally, your Sagittarius rising's willingness to embrace risks, combined with your Gemini sun's natural adaptability and strong communication abilities can open pathways to a diverse range of career fields. You might find success and fulfillment in roles that offer variety intellectual stimulation and perhaps even opportunities for travel or expansion, such as teaching, writing, journalism, media, or entrepreneurial ventures.
Interesting.
That significant transit of Saturn into your Gemini sun's 10th house truly highlights a period of potential career advancement. But it will necessitate focused dedication and a disciplined approach to your professional goals. Jupiter's time in Gemini until May could also create exciting openings in communication-related industries financially, while your Sagittarius rising might lend you a certain knack for attracting abundance. Your Gemini sun's potential for impulsivity could lead to overspending. So astrological wisdom emphasizes that disciplined budgeting and careful financial management will be particularly important throughout 2025.
And finally, as you continue your journey of self-discovery, what can someone with a Sagittarius rising and Gemini sun anticipate in terms of personal and spiritual growth in 2025? What opportunities for evolution might present themselves?
For your personal and spiritual evolution, both your Sagittarius rising's inherent quest for wisdom and your Gemini sun's insatiable curiosity will serve as powerful catalysts for intellectual and philosophical expansion in 2025. This year offers a significant opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself in the wider world. Perhaps through engaging in travel to broaden your horizons, pursuing higher learning to satisfy your intellectual hunger, or exploring different spiritual practices to connect with your inner wisdom.
Interesting.
The movement of the lunar nodes into Pisces and Virgo encourages a crucial balancing act between your intuitive insights and practical considerations, your spiritual longings, and your need for groundedness in the everyday. Ultimately, cultivating greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence will be paramount in navigating those potential tensions between your outwardly adventurous persona and your rich inner world of intellectual exploration, ultimately leading to more conscious choices and a profound sense of personal fulfillment.
It's truly remarkable how these ancient astrological insights continue to offer such relevant guidance in our modern lives.
It's amazing.
Are there any particular pieces of wisdom or common astrological observations that really capture the essence?
Yeah, there are a few that come to mind.
Of this Sagittarius rising and Gemini sun combination.
One insightful perspective notes that a Gemini possesses the power to shift your most deeply held beliefs, which truly underscores that inner adaptability and intellectual flexibility inherent in your Gemini sun. And conversely, Sagittarians are the quintessential adventurers of the zodiac, embodying the spirited drive for exploration and the pursuit of freedom. Perfectly encapsulates that outward dynamism of your Sagittarius rising.
Are there any recurring patterns or narratives that astrologers often observe in individuals with this particular combination of rising and sun signs?
So seasoned astrologers often observe individuals like you who outwardly project an image of a carefree, adventurous spirit. That's the Sagittarian energy radiating outward. Yet possess a remarkably busy and active inner world, constantly processing information, seeking new understanding, and making connections. That's the Gemini sun diligently at work. This can often manifest in someone who might spontaneously decide to embark on an exciting journey, but then dedicate significant time to meticulously researching the history, culture, and logistics of their destination.
Interesting.
Another common theme is the nuanced relationship with long-term commitment. The Sagittarius rising's inherent aversion to feeling constrained can sometimes be amplified by the Gemini sun's natural inclination towards seeking novelty and intellectual stimulation, which can create certain patterns in relationships. However, when individuals with this astrological signature find a partner who can truly engage them on an intellectual level, share their adventurous spirit, and appreciate their need for both freedom and connection, they can be incredibly loyal and devoted companions. Maintaining a sense of ongoing discovery and open, stimulating communication is often key to nurturing those lasting bonds.
So as we bring this deep dive into your Sagittarius rising and Gemini sun for 2025 to a close, what is the central insight you would want our listener to carry forward?
As you navigate the currents of 2025, remember this detailed exploration of your unique astrological signature. You possess a powerful and dynamic combination of outward enthusiasm and inner intellect. A fascinating interplay of the archer's quest for freedom and the twin's thirst for knowledge. By understanding the dance between these energies and remaining aware of the significant astrological transits throughout the year, you can move forward with greater clarity and tension and a deeper understanding of your own cosmic blueprint.
And on that illuminating note, consider this.
I love it.
With your inherent duality, how might you intentionally integrate your adventurous spirit
with your boundless intellectual curiosity to create truly unique and fulfilling opportunities for both personal growth and deeper connections in 2025? I love that question. This deep dive is just the beginning of your journey in understanding the profound influence of the cosmos on your path. Join us next time on ASTRALX as we continue to illuminate your cosmic path.
That sounds great.
Don't forget to follow us and subscribe for more personalized astrological insights. What unexplored corner of your cosmic map
I like that.
are you most curious to illuminate next?